Archivers, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the Cody Ko allegations and how he actually didn't do anything wrong. Oh, fuck! Fuck, dude. Christ, that dude's annoying. Sorry, that was terrible. Thought it'd be funny. Anyway, yeah, no, we're not going to be doing that. It'd be really great if people would stop touching on little kids, please, because I want to make a video on something else. God damn. So, Cody Ko, one of the largest commentary YouTubers on the platform, has allegedly had sex with Tana Mongeau when she was 17, and he was, just a year or two older than her. Oh, wait, no. He was 25. So, yeah, just a little small 8-year difference.
Who was the smallest you've ever had sex with?
Oh my god, no one look at me, Cody Ko. I can say that. I was literally 17. I can say that.
I actually first heard about this situation on the YouTuber drama subreddit, you know, the place where you get all your awesome news and everything. I just wanted to wait for Cody to respond because, you know, allegations like this are a little bit crazy. But yesterday, D'Angelo Wallace made a banger-ass video on this and pointed out a lot of shit that I had no idea about, and even gave clips and context regarding this whole situation that kind of just makes it seem like, although there's no hard evidence, you're looking a little guilty here, bud. I don't know if it's really worth waiting for you to respond. And honestly, he has responded. Not with words or anything, without a post or video, but with his actions. Now, in the D'Angelo Wallace video, makes the point that just because people don't like Tana, sweeping just all these allegations under the rug, they're not even taking her seriously. Because, you know, back in the days of old YouTube, people like, you know, iDubbbz, Content Cop on Tana, everyone hated Tana. That was just the whole thing, was to hate Tana.
You know you was
Dinner.
You fucking
Dinner.
Growing up in Vegas, everybody said those words, and I didn't even know that they were considered racist at all. They were in rap songs, and I totally thought it just meant like homie or like friend.
Now, when she's making a serious allegation like this, everyone who were fans of those YouTubers shitting on her way back when still hold that same opinion, and they're just not even taking her seriously at all. Even though it's a serious allegation, just because they don't like her, they're saying shit like this.
Incredibly disappointing. Demanding proof that they know she can't provide, acting like she's only doing this to gain clout or ruin you somehow.
I actually used to watch Cody a lot. You know, his reaction videos with Noel Miller.
Oh, dude, you're drinking cum powder? Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
But I kind of stopped watching Cody specifically just because after a while I realized that he was just kind of the guy sitting next to the funny guy. I just started watching Noel instead, and honestly, probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life, because looking at his content now, it is it's not looking too good. Speaking of Noel, or anyone for that matter, talking about this, any of his friends, no one said anything about this. Noel, not Meat Canyon, not his wife, anyone. Yeah, besides, you know, small channels talking about this. None of the bigger YouTubers, I guess besides H3H3 on their podcast, has made any acknowledgement that these allegations exist at all. It's kind of fucking weird. Tana even acknowledges this.
The amount of people in this industry who like want to protect him and are like talking to me in a way where it's like they, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Or even just friends like, but I love him.
And that's pretty fucked up, I'm gonna be honest. It's a little worse than just defending you, saying nothing about it, pretty much just dismissing it entirely, acting like no one's saying anything. If it was never made into a bigger thing, or if it was someone smaller than Tana, this would have just gotten swept under the rug. No one would have heard about it, and that voice saying, you know, something happened to me, you know, just please listen to me, no one would give a fuck. I mean, people still don't give a fuck now. Now, again, these are just allegations. There's no hard proof. Honestly, I don't know if there ever will be, because situations like this, they're really hard to come across hard, actual evidence because, you know, it happened a little bit ago. Not that the length of time between the crime and now matters, although some of Cody's fans seem to think so. Now, with no proof, what do we have? Well, in D'Angelo Wallace's video, he actually ended up finding a fucking, like, lost media-ass video of Gabby Hanna. Yes, unfortunately, her, Gabby Hanna.
My drug's attention. I am an addict, but I get paid to indulge in my habit.
Talking years ago on a podcast about this whole situation. Not even name-dropping them, but giving the same exact story that Tana has given now.
Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside, and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know. I know she like looks a little older. She's underage. Watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he heard that.
Yeah, not looking too good when an old ass lost footage clips gives the exact same situation that we're talking about now.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17. And then we still went and hooked up.
Now, I know what a lot of you are going to say, you know,
17 is legal in some states.
And you're right. 17, unfortunately, is a legal age of consent. Some places 16 in the U.S. However, this took place at Playlist Live. If you're not aware, Playlist Live actually took place in Florida, of all places. And the age of consent in Florida is 18. So, you know, that's a crime. Doesn't matter if you think it's not in that state, it is a crime. So if we're going to go by states' rights, you know, he should be in jail if this is true. And I'm sure a lot of you will say, like you did with Dr. I touch kids and shit on my wife, or sorry, Dr. Disrespect. She's 17, and 17 is close to 18.
No amount of retroactive age calculations or what-if scenarios change the fact that what Tana described would be, objectively speaking, a crime.
And if you want to go ahead and use that brain dead logic, you know, if she was 10,
Well, 10's, you know, also close to 11, and 11 is pretty close to 12, and 12 might as well be 13. And if she's 13, might as well be 14, and 15 is honestly pretty close to 16. 16, like, what the fuck? Run it up to 17 at 17, but like, that's not underage, that's 18.
go ahead and try and use it this time. I don't give a fuck. That just makes zero fucking sense. It doesn't matter if she's, you know, a day before turning 18. The law says that if she's not 18, you go to jail. And if it is true that this happened, you should be serving some time or something. Tana also had a great take on this.
If I had a 17-year-old daughter or a little sister or something, like, I would kill.
So would I. If you were a 25-year-old man talking to my teenage daughter, you would get a buckshot in your chest. And I'm not fucking around. It's not
Buckshot. I really don't know if the slow-mo is even good enough to see the pellets, but I'm hoping it is. Let's see what the buckshot does.
even a joke. That would happen. I would probably go to jail for some shit like that. But, you know, that's just me. Well, it happened so long ago. Why do people care about it now? Well, do you know why people don't speak up about situations like this when they're especially children? Because you motherfuckers say that they're lying for clout, lying for attention, or just lying in general. And Tana actually acknowledges it here.
The most traumatizing thing of all of this really was seeing how many people, like, don't believe people or don't believe me. I feel so bad for all of these young girls because then they see that and then it makes them not want to come forward.
And back to the point that, you know, she's lying for clout, lying for attention. D'Angelo actually makes a great point in his video saying, you know, she never mentioned your name in any of the videos that she's talking about. A thumbnail with Cody Ko, anything.
Acting like she's only doing this to gain clout or ruin you somehow, despite the fact that she's never once put your name in a video title over this. Or worst of all, implying that a 17-year-old could have truly consented to any of this.
Like, what kind of opium do you have to be smoking to think that a 17-year-old can consent, dog? Because holy fuck. And again, the reaction she's gotten to all this is just fucking terrible. Proving once again why especially children, or, you know, minors who have been victims of assault, don't speak up about it, because then they get told shit like this. And if you want some actual evidence, apparently Tana said that Cody actually texted her about this situation. And, you know, if he texted her, then he knows about the situation, and he's said nothing about it.
I said something about it online and it was starting to surface, and he texted me like, are we good? And was like, I said, yeah. And like, he was like, my wedding's coming up.
Sure that his fans would say something about it in his YouTube comment section, and if they did, he wouldn't delete them, right? Because that's kind of weird if you're not acknowledging this, knowing about it, and then deleting comments. Well, kind viewer, unfortunately, you can't really always assume the best of everybody, because in D'Angelo Wallace's video, he shows how the Instagram comments on Cody Ko's posts are all talking about this, but if you go to his YouTube channel, nothing. Even if you sort by newest first, nothing. It's like a ghost town in there. But if you go to his wife's channel, it's all there.
On your YouTube channel, where you've been pumping out content nearly every day now, I couldn't find a single comment on your last video about this situation. Not even one. Comparing that to the comment section on your Instagram, where every single comment I saw was about this, it's clear that you're heavily censoring your audience on YouTube. But surely you must have realized the limits by now, since people have just transferred the conversation over to your wife's channel. The fact that her comment section is overrun due to your decision to stay silent about this should be all the proof you need that that decision was wrong.
And I had to double check for myself, because that's fucking wild. And, you know, when I did go check, nope, nothing. Ghost town. Nothing on his YouTube channel. You go to his wife's channel, you go to his Instagram, all there. Everyone's asking him to address the allegations. YouTube channel, nothing. So he's apparently censoring the fucking comments about it, which is fucking crazy. Another funny thing D'Angelo posted in his video is a clip of Cody just saying the N-word over and over. And, you know, you think that he'd apologize publicly because, you know, he's a public figure. You know, people don't really like that. It's not a great thing to do. And he did apologize, okay? But it was on his Patreon, of all places. So, you know, well, I gave an apology, but, you know, at least no one really knows I did it because no one saw the fucking apology. So, you know, great covering your ass there, Cody.
Nigga 6, nigga 7, nigga 8, nigga 9, nigga
There's more clips than that, but the reason most people are blissfully unaware of them is because you posted your vague apology not on Twitter, not on YouTube, but on Patreon.
Also, allegedly, his friend Cody Lockman seems pretty chill. You know, dude just kind of had some small allegations back in college, I guess. Nothing to the extent of like this stuff. Stuff like non-consensual videotaping of a sex act with another student, showing the video to other people, lying to the police about the video, behaving horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. Another small detail, I don't know if it's that important, but the woman in the video alleges that he drugged her before the video. Not only did she not consent to getting recorded, she didn't consent to having sex in the first place. So, you know, just a small allegation. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video on this because, you know, I'm just kind of getting tired of waiting for Cody to say something. And, you know, in my opinion, he's already said something by censoring his comments and not making any statement about it. So, especially if he knows, if Tana can produce those text messages where they talk about it, you know, well, oh, I don't want this to fuck anything up, you know, we're good, right? If that's the case, then I would really appreciate if she would provide those, because that would kind of just be the nail in the coffin there. Just kind of done waiting for this clown to respond to any of this, because, you know, he's not going to. You know he's not going to. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, stop pushing little kids. Thanks.